think that was one of the overriding strengths for me about this documentary is I wholeheartedly believe that these two
really love each other.
Yeah, and it's quite sweet to see. I'll always be a fan of seeing people in love.
Yes, no, same. I think that has to be the standout strength. You would have to have a gaping chasm where your soul is supposed to be. I don't know where that actually is. Wherever your soul is supposed to be in your body.
That's quite an existential question, actually.
Don't think about it for too long, anyone. If you do not believe their love for each other, I don't know what to tell you, because it is extremely convincing that these two are obsessed with each other, and I will always be a sucker for a romantic story like theirs.
Yeah. And it's like they had the classic dynamic of him cracking a joke that just like wasn't funny and her cacking herself at it, being like, how funny is he? And you're like a bit pathetic, but aren't we all? Like, aren't we all a bit pathetic in these kinds of scenarios? Now, I think the other thing that was really fascinating to me is how people can still watch this and think that Meghan is the woman who dragged him out of the royal family, that dragged Harry out of this world that he was desperate to stay in, or he would have otherwise stayed in without her. Because I think if you read much about Harry's story at all and then watch this documentary too, you'll understand this man preferred to go to war for years than be around the royal family and be the target of the British press.
He took almost any opportunity to leave.
He never, ever wanted to be there. He's hated it for years. He struggled with his mental health since he was a small boy. Like, I think you watch this and you think, yeah, there's no way he was going to end up in this family. There was no way he wasn't going to leave.
People are kind of deluded if they think Meghan is the reason they left. Harry hated being a royal. That is abundantly clear to me. Like, he really, really hated living in the UK under that kind of press scrutiny and microscope.
And I think it's interesting because people might ask, well, what came first, the chicken or the egg? You know, she came in here and pulled him out, but he was attracted to an American probably for that very reason, that she didn't know what life was like as a royal, that perhaps subconsciously he knew she was going to show him a different world that he was actually very keen on exploring and learning about. Like, there are so many more layers to it.